Hey there, YouTube land. If you notice behind me, there's a shelf that's pretty empty, and the reason for that is because of the video that I'm doing right now. But I want to start on a more serious note before I do this. Before I do my Scream Factory video, uh, I just found out from watching a video here recently on YouTube that we're losing one of our blue tubers. He basically has some stuff going on. He's just kind of busy right now, so he's gonna step away from the blue tubing for a while. So Bluorama, if you haven't checked out his channel before, check it out. Check out his final video. Send him salutations and good wishes and the best for the future. A great blue tuber and one of our own. So make sure the guy knows that he was appreciated on here and we enjoy stuff. And hope that he does well in the future. I've got to thank Treypasser and Falgar for actually doing my my chip challenge. I know that Night of the Creepy Monster Squad and TJ Pyramid are looking for the chip so that they can do it as well. I was nominated by TJ Pyramid to do the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. I'm probably going to be putting that video up tomorrow, and I will be donating as well to ALS. It's a worthy cause, and Lou Gehrig's disease, of course, which I'll talk about throughout my well, when I do my video. But right now, I want to get that stuff out of the way, and let's get into my Scream Factories. There may be a couple of shouts put in here. If there are, well, I'll give a notation that they are, and I'll mention if these should have been screams or not. So here, let's go. First, I'm going to start with my DVDs, because I did buy some DVD ones as well when either the price was just cheaper, or I just liked the cover and I wanted like a bigger version of the cover, and I didn't have the poster art. So I start with the collector's edition of The Howling. This ports over everything from the MGM release, which was a fantastic release, but it adds some more stuff. And the most important thing that it adds is it has the guy, the producer of the film's actually talking about every film in the franchise. And it's a really, really good interview. It's one of the best I've seen on here, and it really made me want to go out and get all of them. Of course, Horror's Hallowed Grounds is on here as well. I love the movie The Howling. This is one of my faves. Just a fantastic cast, a wonderful film that steers a ways away from the source material, but still, it's that's a damn good film. Next up is Psycho. Which one's it? Psycho 3. And Psycho 3 is much more of a slasher film than any of the other Psycho films. There is a kind of sleaziness to it, but it's not a bad one. This is actually a really good film. There are some cool interviews on here. There's a great audio commentary on here as well. The Psycho films, both Psycho 3 and Psycho 2, have great audio commentaries. I thoroughly enjoyed this film. I love the presentation. I wish you could have done more with the artwork, but there was some kind of like where there was an issue. But love it anyways. Fantastic film. And with that, of course, there was also, as I mentioned on my video to Ali Walker here, Psycho 2, another great one. Of course, you know, Psycho 3 was directed by Anthony Perkins. He did that one himself, and Psycho 2 was directed by Richard Franklin. If you watched my other video, you know a little bit more about Richard Franklin. Also, of course, I have Phantasm 2, which is a fantastic one. Has a lot of great features, a great presentation, 3 covers, because there's one of the discs is actually a 3rd cover, and just really great stuff. I've already talked about this one, so I'm not going to get into that one right now. Next up is one I really think is underrated. It has a great cast. It's directed by Wes Craven in one of his early works, and it's a very different story. The ending almost comes out of left field, but I really like it. And it's a collector's edition, Deadly Blessing. I really enjoy this film. Michael, of course, oh God, what's his name on here? Michael Berryman. Michael Berryman has an important role in this one here. Ernest Borgnine's in this. We've got a great cast here. We have Sharon Stone. We have Susan Buckner, of course, from Grease fame, and of course, was it Maureen Jensen? That was her name, right? Yeah, from Battlestar Galactica. And in case you're wondering who Susan Buckner was in Grease, well, Patty Simcock, the cheerleader. A really cool film. It's kind of like almost like a murder mystery kind of cult thing might be going on. It's got a really cool ending. It's almost got a Jello-ish Peter Walker style ending. Funhouse was an extremely fun film, and I'm glad that it still have the yellow sticker on. It hasn't gone off like some stickers actually do. I do like it when I'm able to keep the the Scream Factory stickers there. It's got some great stuff on here, interviews, commentaries. This is a very cool film. I enjoyed watching this one. This is part of the 81 horror collection. By 81 horror collection, basically that means if you're a horror fan, then you know that 81 is one of the pivotal years in horror film history. And any film, a lot of horror films came out in 1981, and it's one of those years that horror fans kind of use as a badge of a badge to say, okay, I watched the 81 horror films. And I wonder if they're 81 and 81. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Next up is one that I really enjoyed. It has a collector's edition, Night of the Demons. A great film. Lots of fun. Very cheesy. I got Linnea Quigley in here, but as the main lead, we have Kathy Podwell. And Kathy Podwell, of course, would probably be better known for some people as Callie on Dallas. She was probably the last person that JR married, and she was kind of the very much innocent. She plays the character in here that dresses up as Alice in Wonderland, actually, to show that she's the innocent character. We have Amelia Kincaid in this, who plays the character of Angela, which she would play for the next 2 installments as well. Had a lot of fun with this movie, and The Demons, guys. Just a really fun film. Some great special effects. Amazing features. There are great features on this one here. Listening to Amelia Kincaid is very interesting. She's kind of like a pet psychic or something like that. No, really different stuff. I gotta say, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed all the features. This is one of my faves. I would have mentioned it for Ali Walker, but Falgard already mentioned it. So, If They Live is one that a lot of people mention. Almost to the point where I get tired of mentioning it because everybody's already mentioned it. But They Live is a fun film. It's a great science fiction film. A lot of action. Is it the best Scream Factory film? No, but it's a fantastic John Carpenter film. Great fight scene in it. The ending is not my favorite. The ending's not my favorite, but I do love this film overall. There's some great quotable lines. Roddy Piper does an amazing job in this, and highly, I can't say underrated film because it was for years a highly underrated film, but now it's really well known. Next up is The Fog, a great film. Now this is a highly underrated John Carpenter film. People don't talk about this one enough, and they downplay it, and they'll say well, John Carpenter didn't like that, didn't like certain aspects of this film. We want to do this thing better, but every filmmaker will tell you that certain times they love or hate their films, depending on the moment that they watch them in. And right after they make a movie, they usually hate them. But this is a fantastic film. It's got a fantastic cast. The features on this are incredible. There are some great, cool effects in this. It's very ghost story-ish. I love this one here. Again, it has the original Scream Factory sticker on here with the slipcase. Just some great stuff. There's all these here have alternative covers that I have over when there's slipcases on them. Of course, we have the Horror's Hollow Grounds on this one again. Great interview with actually Jamie Lee Curtis on here. Tells you a little bit of what was going on behind the scenes of the film. Because John Carpenter was with John Carpenter was with Deborah Hill, and they broke up just before this, and he was dating actually the star of the film, Adrienne Barbeau. Another John Carpenter film, Body Bags, fun anthology, very much tongue-in-cheek, very fun. The Darkest Story is the third one, but some really cool cameos, especially a lot of director cameos in the first segment of this one here. A great anthology film. Halloween 2 and 3 were just the top of the list. Almost maybe redundant now with the new Halloween set. I'm keeping them right now due to the fact that these are the first 2 Scream Factories that did come out, And I do have the stickers on both of these. I love the the Shamrock sticker on this one. One of the prizes of my collection, the Vincent Price collection. I'm getting the second set. Really great stuff. Loved these movies. Abominable Dr. Fives, Witchfinder General, Pit and the Pendulum, Mask of the Red Death, of course. Very, very artsy film. Very cool film. Haunted Palace, which is more Lovecraft than Poe. And, of course, The Fall of the House of Usher. So, because I love the second one especially, but third one's kind of cool, cheesy too. And the first one has its charm. The Amityville Horror set trilogy. It's just a really cool set. Some great stuff. And I do love the second film. The second film is loaded with features, and I love watching the features on this one here. Diane Franklin's in the second one, and I really like that actress. Next up is The Town That Dreaded Sundown, which is a cheesy but film that could be much more better than it is. But I do like aspects of this film. The Don Wells murder in this is brutal. And what I like even better is it has this movie here, The Evictors, which I find a really fun film. And it scared me when I was a kid. From Beyond is one of my favorites. Another great one. Still has a red sticker on it, thank God. And it's a Blu-ray DVD combo pack, like many of the collector's editions are. Some of the best interviews were on this one here. Some of the stories that had to tell. One guy almost lost his finger making it. Just really, really cool stuff. Next up is Cat People. A very good film. I've probably not the best if you're younger. There's a lot of there's some sexuality, strong sexuality in this film. I really enjoyed it. Natasha Kinski is, of course, a beautiful, beautiful woman. Malcolm McDowell does a great job in this. He's very young in this compared to, like, in, of course, later films. He would be because, it's done years ago. And, of course, we have John Hurd and Annette O'Toole in this one. And I had such a crush on Annette O'Toole. I still do this day. She's gorgeous. Darkman, not pretty much a horror one, but kind of like a superhero film with horror aspects. One of the first and really most successful original superheroes for screen. It will kind of pave the way for movies to come later on. This is a really great film. It's done by Sam Raimi. Of course, it's Liam Neeson before he became the badass that he is today. We have I think it's Larry Drake. Yeah, Larry Drake, and this one's the bad guy. Durant, just great film. Sleepaway Camp. Then again, it's one of my favorites. I've spoke, of course, with Felissa Rose before. She is a fantastic person. I said if I ever wrote another horror film, I would write a really good part for her. And I really thought she's really cool, personable, and she does a great job in this film. Actually, this is a damn good film. It's way underrated. Great features on it, too. Day of the Dead, another fantastic film. Another one with some excellent features. Really big documentary on this one. Love the film. Prince of Darkness, John Carpenter film that I really enjoy. Just a personal one for me. Not a lot of interviews on it, but the ones on there are interesting. Great audio commentary with John Carpenter as well. I really like this film. Okay, let's turn our screen, but maybe I'll talk about them afterwards anyway. Death Valley, it's a little bit of a sleeper hit there. I really like this one. It's a fun little thriller. It's not like extremely fast-paced and moving, but Peter Billingsley, of course, from Christmas Stories in this. And we also have, I think we have, Stephen McHattie, who always reminds me of Lance Henriksen. And there's some other great ones in there too, like Paul Lamont, of course, was in the original Puppet Master film. Fun film. Basically, this kid sees something that he shouldn't, and he gets stopped by a killer. That's what I remember about it right now. Swamp Thing. I'm a superhero fan. Love Wes Craven films. Swamp Thing is one that I really enjoyed. And Adrian Barbeau, I had a total crush on. Of course, Vampire Lovers. This is the only Hammer one in their collection so far. I'm a big fan of this movie. I love Ingrid Pitt. Peter Cushing does a cool role in this one here. They have some awesome special features. Love the presentation. Love the cover art here. It's fantastic stuff. Everybody's picked this one up. This is some of the cheapies that came out. One of the only cheap ones at the time, and it was Dark Angel, or more better known as the I Come in Peace. I really have never seen the title Dark Angel on anywhere except here. It's a Dolph Lundgren science fiction action film. Fun film. Next up is Terror Train. I really love this movie. It's a fantastic film. Great ending. Again, original sticker. I love keeping these stickers on here. The Burning, another fantastic, the 81 horror film and part of the 81 horror series. Original yellow sticker. Case, I love that. Terror Vision, which is a really fun movie, and Video Dead, which is a movie. Not the best, but it's worth a watch. Definitely worth checking out. Some great stuff on here, and some interesting films. Video Dead is one of those movies that as soon as you saw the box, you'd rent it when you were in a video store. X-Ray and Skid Todd is a fantastic double feature. I love the movie X-Ray. Barbie Benton is absolutely gorgeous in this. I watched this like 10 times. Skid Todd's another really fun film with a great, great cast in it. Just seriously, you're not going to believe the actors that are in this film. Wonderful movie, but Skid Todd actually gives it away by letting you accidentally see the killer early on in the film. Cue the Winged Serpent is a Larry Cohen movie, and that should be enough for you to run out and pick this one up. Larry Cohen is a fantastic writer and director who puts many layers into the writing of his films. Check it out. Most recent ones I've gotten were like I've got Final Terror, which is a fun little film, a little slower movie than most. Great cast: Rich Ward, Adrian Zmed, Daryl Hannah, Mark Metcalf, and of course Joe Pantaleone in this one. I had fun with this film, slower than some. Evil Speak is one that some people really didn't like, but you know what? I really loved it. It's really cheesy. The interviews are amazing on this one here. I expect the interviews to be better on Final Terror, but they weren't. But the interviews on this one were fun. Really fun stuff. And the movie, very cheesy fun. Clint Howard, you can't go wrong with Clint Howard. Carl Space is another great Kinski film. Love this movie. Great audio commentary. There's a really cool short film on this called Please Kill Mr. Kinski. And you have to see this to believe it. I'm running out of space here. There's like a lot of these movies. It's making me want to watch these now, to be honest with you. Prison's one that I had a lot of fun with. Some people are meh on this one. This one I have loved features on this one. You get to see Kane Hodder in this one here. Of course, I thought it was a really great one by Rennie Harlan. I enjoyed it. Some people don't, I do. And last but not least is Witchboard, one of my absolute utter favorites. It's a great Blu-ray DVD combo pack. If you have the movie Night of the Demons, you owe it to yourself to get this one. This is a fantastic film. And at that length of time, I think I'm going to stop this video right now. That's all of my Scream Factories. I do an Arrow video collection down the road. And I'll do my DVD Blu-rays like I promised to do in the other one. But hey, the last video lasted about an hour long. So for me right now, the tea's getting cold. And I really, really want to drink it. So it's time for tea. Enjoy a good horror movie tonight. And don't forget to go over to Blue Rama's channel and just say, give him a fond farewell. Have a great night, guys. And for me right now, it is time for tea and to put back all these movies.